Howdy, my name is Saxio and this is Plugged in News, and in today's episode we have Democrat groups plan to fact-check private SMS messages, as well as Cuba shuts down internet to silence citizens, hide ongoing protests, and last but not least, deaths climbed to 72 in South Africa riots after Zuma jailed. Let's get right into that. Alright, and for the first story today, we have Democrat groups plan to fact-check private SMS messages, and this is by Summit News from Paul Joseph Watson. It goes on to read, groups allied with the Biden administration are planning to work directly with cell phone network providers to fact-check private SMS messages if they contain misinformation about vaccines. The revelation is made in a Politico article which explains how the White House is preparing to characterize conservative opponents of its COVID-19 vaccine campaign as dangerous and extreme. The decision to ramp up the information war against vaccine skeptics was made after conservatives showed resistance to the Biden administration's plan to go door-to-door to increase vaccination rates. Biden allied groups, including Democratic National Committee, are also planning to engage fact-checkers more aggressively and work with SMS carriers to dispel information about vaccines that is sent to us over social media and text messages, states the report. The goal is to ensure that people who may have difficulty getting a vaccination because of issues like transportation see those barriers lessened or removed entirely. I just want to share this story. Basically, they want to go into our messages and fact check every single one of our messages. It's not like they already don't have access to all of our messages. It's just that they're going to have more random people looking at our messages, supposedly. So, doesn't sound too great. And the next story is a little follow-up from yesterday. It is Cuba shuts down the internet to silence citizens, hide ongoing protests. Cuba's state-run telecom monopoly, ETECSA, restricted access to major social media platforms on messaging apps on Monday as part of a temporary internet shutdown meant to quell anti-government protests across the island, the Associated Press reported on Tuesday. On Monday, Cuban authorities were blocking Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Telegram. Alp Toker, the director of NetBlocks, a London-based internet monitoring firm, told the AP on July 13th. This does seem to be a response to the social media-fueled protests, he said. While the micro-blogging website Twitter did not appear to be blocked, as of July 12th, Toker added, Cuba could cut it off if it wants to. On Sunday, July 11th, all of Cuba went offline for less than 30 minutes, after which there were several hours of intermediate but large internet outages. Doug Midori, the director of internet analysis for Ketnik, a network management company, told the AP on July 13th. NetBlocks reviewed Cuban network data and confirmed partial disruption to social media and messaging platforms in Cuba from the 12th of July. The targeted restrictions are likely to limit the flow of information from Cuba following widespread protests on Sunday, as thousands rallied against the socialist government. The London-based Internet Monitor wrote in a blog post, the restrictions are ongoing as of Tuesday the 13th, mid-morning, local time. I just want to share this story as well because imagine if the U.S. government shut down the internet over protests. I mean, we'd have people going crazy. People would be extremely mad at the government, but luckily the United States is not in the kind of communist dictatorship that Cuba was in. So, and good job, Cuba. Keep protesting. Keep fighting for your rights. And the last story for today, I saw a lot of clips and stuff on Twitter of rioters and protesters and looters getting shot at and getting beaten. I would share some of those in the video if YouTube allowed me to, just for educational purposes, but they will not. So I'll get right into it. This comes from the Associated Press by Andrew Meldrum. It is deaths climbed to 72 in South Africa riots after Zuma jailed. The death toll climbed to 72 from rioting in South Africa on Tuesday, with many people trampled to death during looting at stores, as police and the military fired stun grenades and rubber bullets to try to halt the unrest set off by the imprisonment of former President Jacob Zuma. More than 1,200 people have been arrested in the lawlessness that has raged in poor areas of two provinces, where a community radio station was ransacked and forced off the air Tuesday, and some COVID-19 vaccination centers were closed, disrupting urgently needed inoculations. Many of the deaths in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal provinces occurred in chaotic stampedes as thousands of people stole food, electrical appliances, liquor, and clothing from stores. Police Major General Methepelo Peters said in a statement Tuesday night. He said 27 deaths were being investigated in the Zulu-Natal province and 45 in the Gauteng province. In addition to the people crushed, he said police were investigating deaths caused by explosions when people tried to break into ATM machines, as well as other fatalities caused by shootings. The violence broke out after Zuma began serving a 15-month sentence for contempt of court on Thursday. He had refused to comply with court order to testify at a state-backed inquiry investigating allegations of corruption while he was president from 2009 to 2018. The unrest spiraled into a spree of looting in townships, areas, and 2 provinces, although it has not spread to South Africa's other 7 provinces where police are on alert. Not really sure what's going on, why they're rioting over Zuma being jailed, but I'll look more into it and give you guys an update tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, drop a like, drop a sub down below, drop a comment, let me know how I'm doing, let me know what I can do to improve, and don't forget to stay updated. Peace out, boys.